Computerized Start is brought to you by my awesome patrons on Patreon and by your tips and memberships on Ko-fi. These and other channel supporters make my live streams possible. You too can become a channel supporter with tiers starting at just $1. And as always, thank you for all your support, including sharing, chatting, liking, and subscribing. Now roll that famous logo animation. Good evening and welcome back to Computerized Start Live. I am your host, Justin D. Morgan, and I left gifts for myself on my bench after Dave's stream, so I had to clean my workbench real quick. After all, I'm not working on the Mac Pro tonight, or the cinema display that came with it, even though I kind of put it in the background to hide the half disassembled iMac. Oh, Bianca made me a name tag. Well, I'll have to go look at it on Discord. Like, see, I'm having a squirrel moment. Oh, look at that. All right. Okay. All right. We'll get to who's in the chat here in a moment because first, Bianca made me a name tag, and I'm hoping that Bianca doesn't mind if I share it because there we go. It's my name tag. I'm Justin DVD Morgan. There we go. Oh, thank you, Bianca. All right. And who do we have in the chat? All right, we have Jeremy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack, who is Primero. Yay. Jeremy says, if someone is serving hot dogs, I like them with chili and cheese, no mustard, ketchup, relish, or onions, please. All right, well, I'm not serving hot dogs because they wouldn't get to you safe and sound. I'd probably eat them on the way to the post office to mail them. We have Frank S. Hi, Frank. We have Joe's Computer Museum reminding me that I'm late. Thank you, Joe. We have Kibbs with Retro. Hi, Kibbs. We have Sloopy Malibu. Yes, I left the Mac Pro on my bench and then I had to move it. We have K-Mac Vintage. Hi, Will. We have Gut Bomb. Hi, Jason. We have Trina's Technobabble. Hi, Trina. I can already tell you from some comments I've seen in the chat, Trina is enjoying her evening. We have Garth Beagle. Hi, Garth. Still looking for those Tiger discs that Mac Pro will like. I found some on eBay, the place where I buy things I later regret. And who knows, I might cheat with some of those coffee tips and buy the discs so I can archive them. Because, yeah. But anyways, yeah, I set a new coffee goal. Links in the description. I need a repairable desoldering gun because I'm giving up waiting for parts for these ZD915s to get in stock. So I'm just going to go ahead and set a goal and get to it. We have Mac84. Hi, Steve. Speaking of people who likes to buy discs for the sole purpose of archiving them, which is a noble offer. All right, Garth. Garth says I'll have to dig around. I know I have one. I just used it. All right. Yes. I think that Mac Pro shipped with Tiger 1047, I believe. I've kind of come to that conclusion because I found some Mac Pro Restore discs. One's version 1047 and one's 1049. So I think 1047 is probably the 2006s and 1049 is probably the 2007. So anyways, let's see here. Francois. Oh, hi, Francois. Welcome. Tried to repair a broken webcam connector inside a MacBook. Managed to strip and solder each wire, but I don't have a multimeter that beeps, so I'll have to find one to verify. Ah, we have Eric's Edge. Hi, Eric. Well, I just use an X-Tech multimeter. I know some of those other fancy YouTubers have the Kaiweets multimeters, but mine has a clamp, so if I needed to measure current, I can. In fact, mine measures DC current. Not all clamp meters can claim that. But Francois switching to 240p. YouTube can't keep up. Yeah, YouTube can't keep up sometimes. All right, so let's see here. We got through everyone in the chat. I did my announcement for the new coffee goal, link in the description. Oops, I did it again. Let's see here. I guess we can get on to the main event, which sometimes Wheel of Regrets is like side items, and we don't get to the actual item till 9 o'clock. But guess what? It's only right after 8:15, and we are to Wheel of Regrets. And there's no sense hiding what's in this box because I put it in the video title. Yes, this came today. In fact, it is so big, I cannot fit it in the camera frame. And it's going to be really awkward to open because they taped two boxes together. So, fortunately, UPS didn't do their worst because on this one side of the box, there's like just this one piece of tape holding it closed. But Steve says, I bet it's a squirrel. If there is a squirrel in this box, then I'm going to have a big problem in like a minute. Because if there's a live squirrel in this box, then I'll be chasing a squirrel around my basement. And we don't need to say what the other possibility was, but we'll just say that I'd probably have to restart the stream and make the first one private or delete it. Actually, YouTube would probably make me delete it. Bees. Sloopy says bees. I hope it's not bees. All right, well, hopefully the chat behaves because the box is too big for me to not block my entire monitor. Oh, looky here. And we have... I feel like I might have nested boxes. This might not be the Power Macintosh I bought. This might just be a bunch of nested boxes. What are those, the dolls that are nested? Alright, and at any time, of course, I'm liable to find the packing slip that might have my address on it. I'm sure I'm going to bump at least one camera in this process. Alright, at least you can see the bubble wrap. Oh! I feel honored. They actually used bubble wrap. Not every Mac I get sent can I say they used bubble wrap. Alright. Alright, I just probably knocked a whole bunch of stuff onto the floor. Oh, actually, surprisingly, only a screwdriver. Alright. Wow, I can't believe I actually managed to do that. Frank says, alright, let's see here. Sloopy says, leaving us without adult supervision, is that a wise thing to do? Yeah, that's why I yoinked it out of the box as quick as I could, Sloopy. B power PCs. B-box. Trina says, I thought it was Dusty Roads, not Dusty Boxes. Frank says, look, it's a Trident card. Okay, maybe not. Kib says, my black kittens are in a box, all 9 of them, both parents and the 7 kittens. Well, luckily not kittens in the box. All right, we have a Power Macintosh 6118CD AV. There's the asset tag. Somehow we have an intact CD-ROM bezel and a floppy bezel and a power button that's jammed in. That's nice. The bottom, there is no rust. Steve says, what a beaut. Yes. And the sad thing is I'm going to part it because, well, we'll get to why I'm probably going to end up parting it after I take parts out of it. Unless you can hear the plastic rattling already. It's missing like 4 of its 5 feet. Steve says, I love these machines. Anyone who disagrees can fight me. Well, I'm not going to fight you. They are nice machines. It is a whole lot nicer, though, when the back corners don't take impact damage and have broken plastics, thanks to this being ABS FR plastic on this one. I should have known. The one I have is actually just ABS. This one's ABS FR, and it's already breaking. Also, I sure thought these shields like stayed on the lid, but I think Steve already knows exactly why I bought this. Partly. Yes. I saw this on eBay, and I didn't really want to buy it. But Steve says free mirror. Loopy says 660 AV is better. Well, maybe it is. I would also prefer a Quadro 610. Well, I bought this because I buy things I later regret on eBay. Oh, had the hard drive caddy. And B, it actually has the adapter doodle to plug a video card into the computer. What is in the plastic bag? Oh, that's the hard drive bracket with the screws. Because the hard drive's not, they removed the hard drive. So, this is actually why I bought it. Not for the battery. The battery's probably dead. Luckily, it hasn't leaked. I bought it for... Joe says more like hard drive broke it. Yeah, I bought it for the... I actually didn't buy it for the AV card. I bought it for the bracket that the card goes in, because those are like nearly impossible to find. In fact, I'll probably sell the AV card because I'd rather have the high performance video card. It's just, in order to put the high performance video card in a Power Mac 6100, you have to have this adapter, which I don't know how you're supposed to remove it. As Steve says, I'll probably buy the AV card. My offer's 3 Reefa caps. Hi, Cass. Welcome. Steve says, RIP 500 megabyte SCSI hard drive. Yeah. There we go. That right angle bracket. That is exactly why I bought this 6160 AV. I wanted the right angle bracket. Although, don't worry, I'm not going to like not use this AV card to make sure that I am going to put the bracket into my Performa 6118CD with a high with the high performance video card. Now, Steve has noticed the later Sonnet G3 cards double as the right angle bracket. Yes, they do. However, the Sonnet G3 cards are not compatible with some of the expansion cards. And I believe the card I want to use is one of them. Oh no, broken plastic. I knew something was broken. Also, it looks like I did not win the cache memory lottery because I believe this is a ROM sim. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a ROM sim. Oh, there's one way to know if that's a ROM sim, and that's we power up the system with it. If we get a boot screen, then it's a ROM sim. Jeremy says, don't sneeze on that, more plastic will break. Okay, Steve says, mine works just fine with the AV card. There were 2 different Sonic cards. The earlier versions won't work with most video cards. Okay, well, that's good to know. The other thing is, I was just not really wanting to put a G3 upgrade into my Performa 6118CD because theoretically I'll have an iMac G3 working at some point, and why buy a G3 upgrade for something when I'll have a G3 iMac working at some point. So now the other thing is, now that I've got this right angle bracket, if I could, I'm actually noticing something. I thought this right angle bracket adapter had some components on it, but it looks like this is just simply a right angle bracket. This could totally be reproduced. There are no components on it other than the card edge. All right. Cass is asking, what's the difference between the 6100 and the 6118 CD, anyways? That is an excellent question. And the answer boils down to pre installed software bundles and hard drive sizes and CDs. So Apple came up with this wonderful plan to appease retail stores, and they had a myriad of models of the same computer. So the Performa 6100 series and the Power Mac 6100 series were basically identical computers. They all used the same logic board, other than some did run at 66 megahertz, so they had a different processor on them. So I think the logic board has a different part number because the processor's soldered. But it largely comes down to the hard drive included, if there's a CD-ROM included or not, if there was an AV card included or not, if there was a DOS card included or not, and which software bundle was included for the Performa series. Yes, and Steve says, and the Performas often came with a Global Village external modem. Also, I believe the Performas usually included a multiple scan 15 monitor, whereas the Power Macintosh did not include a monitor, I believe is the other difference. Oh, hi, Rudy. Welcome. So, this is the Power Macintosh 6160 AV. So, it would have come with like a 300 megabyte hard drive. Might have been 250, might have been 350, might have been 300, somewhere around there. It would have included this AV card, which would have let you do video in and out, S video, or if you had the specific dongles for in and out, which are different, you could actually do composite video. Jeremy's asking, so will the end result of this tinkering be a 6118 CD AV? No, Jeremy, I want to get one of the high performance video cards. I don't want the AV card. Believe it or not. Hi Thomas, welcome. Because there's a difference between the video on the AV card and the video on the high performance video card, and that this, I believe it does have RAM on it. It's on the back side of the card, but it's 32 bits wide, whereas the high performance video card is 64 bits wide. So you get faster video with the high performance video card than with this card. And considering I don't plan to be doing vintage video capture because I don't have the dongles, I don't really want to do vintage video capturing with this card. I have other cards to do that. That's like one of the ways I'm going to pay for having bought an entire computer to get one adapter is I was going to sell the AV card. Yeah, dongles. Um, and then I'll get the high performance video card. So yeah, I know. It's like these adapters are hard to find, so I found the whole computer. Also, the case has broken plastic on it, so I'm not going to feel quite as bad, although I'm sure someone's going to disagree with my logic, and Windows, I don't care that you have an update for me. I'm going to completely ignore that update. Or whatever you're warning me about. I have no idea what it's warning me about. Rudy says, put a trident in it. Steve says, those cards sell for $25 to $40. You can get plenty of hot dogs for that. Excellent. Because what did I pay for this entire contraption? Including broken spindler plastic, the AV card, the right angle adapter, the hard drive caddy, the CD-ROM drive, the floppy drive, the power supply, the whole works. I don't know that I want to admit it because it might have been too much. And I was kind of hoping there'd be a cache module hidden by the AV card, but I should have known there wasn't. Garth has do have an extra HPV card if you want it. Yes, I would like it, Garth. There we go. I have the HPV video card. I'll worry about extra VRAM sims. That I think I can handle. But I think we should see if this thing even works, because the seller did say it worked, I think. Because I'm trying to dodge the question of how much did I pay for it as long as possible. All right, let's see here. Purchase history. My eBay. Purchase history. Let me see what they said about it. Oh, they said it powers on, of course. That's high performance video got bombed. Yeah. How much did I pay for it? Yes. It's an I think they could have come up with a better name for the card, so that's why I'm not using its acronym. Oh, this was tested to power on only, sold as pictured. Includes hard drive caddy and mounting screws, hard drive not included. Product specifications. This item has passed our functionality checklist. Functionality code F3, cosmetic code C3. So F3 means key function working, and C3 means used fair. I think it did kind of. Did I pay 200 hot dogs? I paid $139.99 plus tax because it was free shipping. And therefore, we're going to see if it works live on stream, because boy, will I feel bad if it doesn't work. All right, so we've plugged it in. We have the AV card. I am using the AV card's video output because if we get red and yellow video out of this AV card, then I think I know where my red and yellow video problem's coming from, even though I've plugged other things into this cable and it works, I think. All right. Here we go. Power on test in 3, 2, 1. And we chime. Yes, I will remove the battery, Steve. All right, I will definitely remove the battery. All right, so we got VGA out, selected on the scaler, and we have no video, and that is, that's weird. Okay, I don't know why OBS is scaling that so weirdly, but oh. Oh, Steve oh. Dead battery will cause no video. Okay. I see why Steve wanted me to remove the battery. It's not because he was afraid it was going to leak in the next 30 minutes. It was because I'm going to have trouble getting video with the battery in. Yes, good call, Steve. All right, I do not know why my scalar video is like... What is it doing? Hold on, let me fix the... There we go. All right. Wonder if that was quick enough. All right. And now, of course, OBS is misbehaving. So there we go. We will deactivate. We will activate. Now OBS is misbehaving again. Yes, OBS, apparently you aim to misbehave, but obviously, whoops, I do not know what I just changed in OBS, but it was not what I intended to. There we go. Nope, that was the wrong thing too. Yes. Come on. There we go. Hold on. Edit transform. Size. 1920 by 1080. Close. There we go. And there we go. Steve saying big hot cursor action. Yeah, I know. That was OBS Studio for you, folks. Steve, enhance. Yes, I don't know why OBS, when you deactivate and activate certain video sources, decides to just make it ginormous. We have a flashing cursor from the Power Mac 6100. That is excellent. Now, uh-oh. And I bumped something and we just lost video. That was weird. All right, well, we get video back again. And we got video back. All right. Flashing question mark. What did I press that caused us to lose video? I have no idea. I probably bumped the card or something. Oh, it just says I'm building a Diamond Trackstar Pro tonight. Awesome. Yes, Steve knows what I'm going to do. HDI 45 forever. Yes, I'm going to see if my HDI 45 adapters work using this computer. If I can remember what I did with them. The top of the Performa. Where did I put the bottom of the Performa? Hold, please. I like hiding Now, it is entirely possible that if either of these adapters work in this Mac, that I reserve the right to use other parts from this Mac as parts to get mine working. Let's not assume that this is going to work. Rudy, this is not one of the DOS-capable machines. The card that you see in this computer is the AV card, because this is one of the AV models. That is not the DOS card. They both do, however, you are not imagining things, though. They both do use the metal bracket. But if I'd found a DOS card, I would have kept I would keep the DOS card. Steve says anything is DOS compatible with enough duct tape. Did it freeze? It might have. I actually didn't pay attention before I powered it down to put the HDI 45 adapter in. All right, we have a video screen. It is not red. It is not yellow. It looks normal. Hmm. And I am bending the HDI 45 adapter and it is not changing. So, ooh, the flashing stopped moving before, so maybe I sneezed on it. I mean, it is entirely possible there is something wrong with this logic board in this Mac. It says bad traces on the other board. Yeah, I'm thinking the other logic board I have has a problem with it. I tried reflowing the HDI 45 adapter last time and that did absolutely nothing. So that means there's a problem that's not the HDI 45 adapter and not the HDI 45 port on the other one because Steve says 45 high density traces. Nah, not a problem. Couldn't be. Hmm. Well, floppy drive seems to be blinking okay. Why not? Let's let macOS boot. Shall we? Let's see if this machine is. See how stable this machine is. Yeah, that would be a shame if the logic board in my other one is bad. Although theoretically, the logic boards are the same between the two. I also did know there was a slight risk I would discover it was the logic board and not the HDI 45 adapter. So I have attached a blue SCSI. It has a compatible image on it. In fact, I believe it has the one Gut Bomb sent me. Which, if that's the case, I probably should hold shift down and not load extensions because it has like 24 billion extensions. And there's no extra RAM in this computer. Shocker! The clock is not set to the right time. Yep, I believe this is the image that Capcom sent me. Did I put any... I bet I didn't put anything on this image to help me... Oh, there we go. Well, that's annoying. Oh, let me guess. That window opened up on the second monitor that's not plugged in. Of course. I've got a second volume on this blue SCSI, and I tried to open it, and there we go. Options. Thinks I got two displays. That's unhelpful. Yeah, the wallpaper does look like carpet. And I smell the retro goodness. This Mac has, like, practically no smell, which is probably good. All right, let's unplug this HDI45 adapter. Let's try the other one. Steve says drag 2 onto 1 if it supports mirroring. I actually don't think the high performance video card supports mirroring. So therefore, I am instead going to unplug it. There we go. Now I will not have the problem. It is unplugged. This is the other HDI45 adapter. I bet it works too. Oh, except if I accidentally unplug my adapter. There we go. What do you know? I have 2 working HDI45 adapters. So that means the problem is squarely with my other logic board. Great. Oops, and I forgot to disable extensions. So we are in for a treat. And that treat is it's probably going to run out of memory. Oh, hi, Sad Mac. Welcome. I just dawned on me. You weren't in the chat earlier. Oh, wait. Maybe this is a different image. Maybe I did reduce the... Oh, excellent. Garth found the discs. Thank you, Garth. Oh, I must have disabled some extensions. That must be why it didn't load a billion. All right. All right. Let's see what Tattletech can tell us about this computer. Wow. I didn't know Apple was producing Power PC machines as early as 1989. Yes. All right. Well, that's not telling me much that I didn't already know. 8 megabytes of RAM built in. There's no extra RAM. And yeah, but it is a 60 megahertz. So there's that. I wonder if there's any... Ooh, I have an idea. All right, let's run speedometer here. We'll run speedometer 4.02. I will decline to register it. We are going to run all tests. I will pick the volume named hard disk to run the hard disk tests. And we are going to run the performance tests, and I'll save them, and then we'll put the AV card in and see how much faster or slower the AV card makes the graphics. Yeah, speed-o-meter, as Joe says. And then I wish there was an L2 cache in here, but, well, can't do much about that. It was kind of a gamble that there'd be an L2 module hidden under it anyways, but I guess not. Yes, this is a 601 Power PC. It has L1 cache on the processor, but there is no L2 cache module in this computer. There's also no extra RAM. For all I know, the seller pulled the cache module and the RAM and sold them separately. We are power macking, Jesse. Yes, we are. I-8386SX has entered the chat. This is the Power Macintosh 6118CD AV that I got on eBay, and it does work. I have pulled the AV card because with the display plugged into the onboard video and the AV card installed, it thought there were two monitors attached. It is quite possible that it may be similarly confused, but I think if you have a display card installed and nothing plugged onto the onboard video, I think you only have one monitor. I think it has to see a video card on board to use it. So there we go. Quadra 605 equals a 1, and we are average of 1.3, which kinda doesn't seem that impressive, but I'm going to save the benchmarks. There we go. Yeah, those tests go pretty fast on a Power PC. I don't really care about the other benchmarks. I only wanted the color benchmarks. So for monochrome, we have a rating of 1.47, where a quadra 605 equals 1. 2-bit, we had 1.439. 4-bit, we had 1.411. 8-bit, we had 1.366. And 16-bit, we had 1.148. Really kind of not that impressive considering that a Quadra 605 is their baseline. Then again, though, the onboard video is using DRAM for video, and that very well could be slowing video down. Therefore, I have unplugged the HDI 45 connector. I am going to put the I'm going to put the AV card back in, and I will plug the monitor into the AV card. And hopefully, it will only see one monitor. Otherwise, it could get confusing. All right, there we go. Steve says it's a low end 601. It's a miracle it runs at all. Yeah, that's probably true. All right, well. I'll go find the silly new bus adapter for different performance video options. Hmm. Did I not plug the... Hold, please. It would appear as if... Huh. Something is up with the AV card. Did I unseat it by accident? Oh, well. Okay, let me try seating it again. All right, good night, Frank. All right, there we go. And I had video on this before. All right, maybe I. There we go. Must have not had it all the way seated the first time. Or I need to deoxit the slot connector. All right. So now I am plugged into the AV card's video output. It should be using VRAM on the AV card and not DRAM of the system. So I would think the video might go a little faster, but the one thing is the AV card is a 32-bit card, at least when it comes to graphics, so it may not be dramatically faster. Also, spoiler alert, I still haven't set the system clock. Will there be some Doom tested? Well, I don't know if I've got Doom or not. If I've got Doom, then we'll see how good or bad Doom runs. All right, there we go. All right, let me pick the same hard drive for an equal test. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think those graphics might have been a little faster. Oh, we gotta wait for it to actually run the graphics test. I didn't record the wet stones and dry stones, but they look the same, and I wouldn't expect them to be different. All right, that was actually not faster. I'm hearing noises this graphics test runs. Logic board might need recap. I know that's probably a totally shocking statement. It wasn't loud enough that I would have expected you to hear it, but it's definitely some audio noise as it was switching resolutions or drawing things on the screen. All right, so were these is the AV card faster than the onboard graphics? For monochrome, the onboard graphics was 1.471, and with the AV card, it's 1.464. So I think that's within the margin of error. For 2-bit, they were 1.439, and now they're 1.338. Not faster. 4-bit, they were 1.411, and now they're 1.193. Not faster. 8-bit was 1.366, and now basically they're as fast as a Quadro 605, more or less. Definitely not faster. And 16-bit was 1.148, and now they're 0.837. So the AV card is not faster. Bummer. But you don't require that stupid HDI-45 adapter. But that's a performance penalty. Yeah, got bum. I tried both of these adapters. They work totally fine with this 6100. So the problem's the logic board in that Performa. And I already tried reflowing the HDI connector once. That didn't fix it. So it's either I didn't reflow something even though I thought I reflowed everything, or there's a bad chip on the logic board. So, or if the problem's internal to the connector. Yeah, or the HDI 45 connector on the Performa logic board has a fault on it. So I suspect I'm probably going to take this logic board and put it in the Performa because they are identical, and I'll deal with the Performas later, or I'll sell it as a not working board on eBay. Of course, appropriately disclaimed. Like there could be some gunk or something preventing contact. I guess I can try some more contact cleaner and see if I can get anything out of it. I mean, it's also possible that one of the contacts is bent. Jeremy was thinking that the connector on the other board was bad last stream, and I would have no way of fixing it. I mean, I knew it. There was a chance it could be the connector. I don't know if you can still get that connector. Quite honestly, I don't know that I'd want to try to replace that connector because that's an awful lot of pins that you have to get correct. All right, I've had a request for Doom. Let's see here. Games. Oh, look at this. They're so nicely arranged. D. Dr. Dr. Macintosh. What? No way. Ah, oh, excuse me, Dr. Macintosh. Jeremy says, I have an idea. Create a PCB to take the place of that stupid HDI 45 connector and output straight to VGA. Um, I don't know. That would leave an awkward gap on the machine. Yeah, this is totally not Dr. Mario. And I don't know. Oh, I don't even know how you're supposed to play this game. Help. Introduction. Oh, configure key. Left, right. That's weird. I was pressing left and right. Oh, hi, Adam. Welcome. All right, let's try this again. New. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I meant the keys. Hold please. I've noticed that I have a problem. So, the mouse is plugged into the keyboard, and my mouse is working, but My keyboard is not. All right. All right, let's try that again. Sometimes it might just be a power cycle. Yeah, the arrow keys weren't working on the keyboard. So I couldn't move the. Yeah, you match the colored pills to the colored virus. Okay. Oh, let me guess. The AV card probably requires the power cycle for video trick too. Also, the fan and the power supply needs cleaned. Missy says, "Catch up, cat's up, catch up, cat's up." I'm in way over my head. And Jeremy says, "I eat meat, but cat soup is beyond what I will accept." I would agree. All right. Hopefully, the keyboard might actually work this time. Otherwise, I might have a problem because I do not have many ADB keyboards that work. All right. Does this game now work? All right. New game. All right. No. Oh, that's weird. Okay. So it wasn't my keyboard, it's the game. Option, configure key. Oh, it's using the numeric keypad. Okay. So when the help told me to use the arrows, oh, there we go. Um, okay, I'm obviously missing something about this game. I don't think I'm very good at this game. Oh, do you have to get like more than one? Oh, okay, so you got to get 3 in a row. Okay. Okay. And if those 3 in the row include I get this game now a little more than I did. Okay, that's cool. No, I've never played Dr. Mario, if anyone's wondering. Oh, of course, I probably didn't need to say that. You probably realize that as bad as I'm playing. But this does seem to be a very faithful, not in the least bit ripoff of Dr. Mario. I mean, I'm sure this was a totally legitimate port to Macintosh. This looks like the hard level. Yeah, I think it think it might be the hard level because it Oh, but Jeremy though, this is Dr. Macintosh. Also, totally not them like having to rename their game because Apple is jealous when it comes to trademarks. I'm sure they licensed Dr. Macintosh from Apple. They had to have. Yeah, I think I'm about to lose. Let's just kind of like. Okay. Yeah, I maybe this is the shareware version and it starts you off on like level 10 just to make it impossible. Oh, version 2.8 runs on Power PC Max. Excellent. You want to keep If you want to keep this game, please pay $5 shareware fee. I knew it. Send $10 or more and you get a disc. All right, let's see if Doom's on here. D-O oh no. Looks like Doom might not be on here. Jeremy says, this knockoff name is just what us Mac enthusiasts want when we leave a VCF event or a swap meet. Have a Mac in tow. Yes, Jeremy. Yes, Gapom, this is your software volume. And, oh, well, first of all, it's not sorted by name. Okay. Oh, Gapom says it might be Mac Doom. Okay. Yes, of course. If it's not called insert name of software title, then it is called Mac insert name of software title. Mac. Oh, huh. Oh, Gupom says it might not be on here because it's 68K focused. Okay. Oh, then I may need to grab Garth's volume. I think Garth's has. I think Garth's might have that. And I don't have that on here. Okay. Let's see if we can find any other games. Yeah, all the cool games are called Mac something or other. Mario teaches typing. Nope. I think I'll skip that. Mac Golf, Mac Landing, Mac Man, Mac Man Classic Pro, Mac Manager, Mac Man. All right, let's try some of these games that are called Mac something or other. Also, this mouse doesn't really like my table. Mac. Let's see. The first one that catches my attention is, of course, Mac Bugs. 'Cause I'm sure it's a play on the debugger. I will feel so this Mac Bugs. Instructions: shoot everything, don't get hit. A free game donated for the good of all Mac kind. I I don't know, Jeremy. That bomb will have to comment on what the difference is. Oh, is this okay? You move the mouse and you shoot things, and you don't let them hit you. And there's like no directional control that I can figure out. Okay, boring. Mac Casino. Sometimes I feel like that's what eBay is. Select the number of players in their games. Well, that's fine. Slot machine. All right. Player one will insert coins. The one armed bandit. Oh, I think I'm supposed to tell it how many coins I want to insert. All right, I want to insert one. Okay. And Jesse says eBay is as close to gambling as I get to. That's despite working in a casino environment for 10 years. Yeah, gambling is bad for your wallet, that's for sure. I think this oh, I think Mac Casino froze. Okay, so Mac Casino is not a demonstration in reliability. All right. Mac Golf. I am horrible at golf. Therefore, I will try it anyways. Oh, actually this might actually be a halfway professional. Oh, don't know what it wants me to select though. All right. Mac Landing. Is this like one of those lunar this software is free for your use, but you can send us $10. And Jesse says, and no, I don't know any secrets. If the games talked to their network, my responsibility ended. Ah. Hmm. I don't think that game's working correctly. Because oh, hi Retro Tech Chris. Welcome. Well, I think this game froze after blinking the screen. All right, we'll try Mac-Man because this is totally not going to be a Pac-Man ripoff. Totally not a an error of type 1 occurred. And now we've got graphical anomalies. Oh, I might need to restart the Mac. All right. Yeah, I'll reboot the system if it locks up again. But it takes Mac-Man Classic Pro. Totally not a Pac-Man ripoff. Play. All right. Oh, saw your post on the floppy drives. Oh, Pretrotech Chris says type 1 error, but I thought Macs had informative errors. Yeah, this is only slightly better than the Apple II version. I'm with you there, Jeremy. I mean, it is making little Pac-Man eat noises, but it is definitely not taking advantage of the Macintosh's advanced sound capabilities. Also, Apple design keyboards leave something to be desired for playing games, but then again, it's called an Apple design keyboard, not an Apple gaming keyboard. No! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Oh. Oh, I haven't seen your post on the floppy carriers, Chris. Congratulations, you have made it into the Mac-Man Classic Pro Hall of Fame. Enter your name here. Yeah, we're gonna leave that anonymous. Actually, that's not a. I mean, that's not a bad port, but well, actually, I don't think it's a port. I think it's a clone. Oh, yes, Macs had their strengths. Gaming was not one of them. Yes. Uh, the Apple design keyboard was another one of its not so strengths. All right, Mac Mines. Is this a Minesweeper clone? Yes, this is a Minesweeper clone. Oh, and I don't know what the key is to flag it. Oh, let me guess. There's probably no flag in this game. About Mac Mines. Oh! Oh, I love it. I love shareware games. Mac Mines is a shareware game. Yes, and let me guess. It's $15. This one's 15 and not 10. Oh, okay. If the game folder is marked red, it means it doesn't work on a color Mac. Okay. Is Super Munchers on this disc? Well, we can see if Super Munchers is. Wow, there's a lot of Star Trek games, which we will not play because Paramount is quite jealous when it comes to their music being played on streams, I think. Super Munchers. Yes! MECC software! Mac! I was watching some YouTuber try to play Munchers. Oh, I think it was Brandon Bishop. All right, let's play Munchers. Which game do you want to play? Animals, famous Americans, food and health, geography, music, odds and ends, and challenge. Let's go down the list, shall we? All right, we will start with animals. Yeah, OJ Simpson, yeah. Odds and ends. Oh, Jeremy says odds and ends. Okay, we'll do odds and ends. Select difficulty level. Sure, why not? Genius. Okay. Days of the week. All right. That would be Tuesday and Sunday and Thursday. Go away, thingy. Oh, no. I would like to say I did that on purpose, but I'm actually going to blame this Apple design mouse. There we go. Chemical compounds or mixtures. All right. Methane is one. Let's see. Oh, chlorine is an element. Ah, it really does want compounds or mixtures. All right. Propane, propane, steel. That looks like a fake item. Quinine. Yep. Steel. Quinine. Oh, gallium is an element. Ammonia is an element. Methane. Yep, methane's good. Camphor. Beryllium is an element. Wait a minute. Steel. Chalk. I was eaten by a. Ah, that's not fair. All right. Asbestos, Jeremy says. Oh, maybe acetone. There we go. Nah, I didn't think that was real. Um, okay, that was kind of a pathetic score. All right, let's play Munchers. Let's start with animals. I will stay on genius level because I'm figure the animals with hooves. All right, well that's definitely going to be a goat, camel. Do not what I don't know what that is. An ox, a llama, alpaca, cow, alpaca, pronghorn, bighorn. Ugh. Okay, that actually was one. Up and oh, cow appeared. Oh, there we go. Not an aphid. Okay. Does this like add new horned lizard sort? Okay, what am I overlooking? Because a fisher's a bird, a stork's a bird, octopus is a not it. Millipede, eel, stork, no. Aphid. I thought aphid was an insect. Oh, bison. I guess I had to wait for a new one to appear. Yeah, I guess that must be it. Oh, and there's another one. Ah, hi Dave, welcome. Oh, and there's oh, there we go. In the order Artodactyla. Um is it like highlighting ones that are answer? No, those are blockers. Deer-like things. Thank you, Joe. All right, so that's gonna be a deer and a let's see, not caribou's not. Wait a minute, caribou is deer-like, and marmot. No, not a marmot. Ah, fell for that. Deer and deer and bison and deer, bighorn, uh, ibex. Yep, and Guinea. What is a what is that? The transport is a power up. No, okay. Oh, giraffe, giraffe, sheep. Yep. Okay. Oh, there's moose and okay. I don't like the animals one. I don't know what a chamois is. Warthog. And okay, I don't like this one. I'm oh, it's basically hooves again. Ah. All right, we're gonna try a different category. Famous Americans. There we go. I think I'm maybe slightly better with history. Although, watch this will be like, oh, African Americans. Okay, I think I might be able to get this. Probably not. Uh, oh, all right. We'll go with Muhammad Ali, and I'm realizing that I don't know. Oh, Sammy Davis Jr. I'm having trouble picturing some of these people. Um. Oh, there we go. Whoopi Goldberg, Judy Holliday. Where's Judy Holliday? Where was Judy? There. Nope. There might be a Judy Holiday in that category, but not that one. All right, we're gonna. All right. Okay, apparently I'm not as good on history as I thought I was. Or maybe rather, I thought that was going to be history, and that's not history. All right. Food and health. All right, there we go. Vegetables. All right, there we go. Brussels sprouts, squash, beet. Let's see here. Garbanzo. Let's see. Guava is a fruit. Cabbage is definitely a vegetable. Pepper. Um, Jicama. Persimmon. No, not persimmon. Beet. Potato. Pepper. Spinach. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Grains. All right. Grains. All right. Well, rice is a grain. Rye is a grain. Millet's a grain. Wheat's a grain. Buckwheat. Wheat. Millet. Sorghum. Let's see here. Wheat. Millet. There we go. Buckwheat. All right. What am I overlooking here? Oh, not plantain. Nope. Where's the one that I'm. Corn technically a grain? I didn't think corn was. Oh, I guess corn is what it wanted. Nuts. All right. Well, we got Brazil nut, chestnut, cashew, pistachio, cola nut, pistachio, cashew, pecan, cola nut, pistachio, cola nut. All right. Where's the one that I'm overlooking? Cashews aren't really nuts. Yeah, but apparently this. They are. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. If I can't get to somewhere closer to. Oh, pistachio. Filbert. Well, I've never heard of a filbert. Uh, okay. Oh, yay! All right. Herbs, spices, or seasoning. All right. Saffron, basil, allspice, mint, parsley, cayenne, basil, basil. Let me guess. Pepper, cayenne, salt, chili pepper, and salt. And Herbs. Okay. Which one's the one that's not Arius? Banjo. Herbs, spices, or seasonings? Oh, I can. Oh, I can. Oh, I didn't know. Um, banjo, lute, and cello are instruments. I feel dumb because is it sonatina? Nope. The capo? No. I don't know what it wanted. None of those looked like herbs, spices, or seasoning. I'm sure someone will probably correct me. All right, geography. I probably won't do good on this. All right, U.S. state. Oh, okay. Arkansas, Texas, Maine, Mississippi, Washington, New Jersey. Shout out if you're in any of these states when I select them. Alabama, Washington, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Wisconsin, Idaho, New Jersey. Wis- yeah. Cities in Asia. All right. Jakarta, Bangalore. Yay. I believe Karachi. Um, no, that is that's not where I thought it was. All right, Jakarta. Ah, not Bucharest. Oh, that's not where I thought it was either. All right, Beijing. That one. Oh, that one, and that one is Taipei. Up, that one is Dakar. Is I'm pretty sure. No, not Dakar. Told you I wouldn't be. Oh, Osaka. That one is. Oh, there we go. Woo! In the Northern Hemisphere. All right. Washington, D.C., Nebraska, Kiev. Um, that was cheating. That was cheating. I mean, to just kind of totally land on where I am. That was cheap. Connecticut, Tennessee, um, Alabama. Let's see. I don't think Jakarta is. I think that one's southern. Nope, definitely not Madagascar. Oh, there we go, Massachusetts. All right, not Tonga, but I need to kind of move from away from the edge. There we go, Alabama. Let's see. I don't think it's Jakarta. Pretty sure Jakarta's Southern Hemisphere. Some of these are tough though. Rwanda? No, I'm pretty sure that's Southern Hemisphere. If it's where I think it is. But Mali? Anyone realize the one I'm overlooking? I definitely know it's not New Zealand. Pretty sure Madagascar is Southern Hemisphere. New Zealand, Kiev. There's a Kiev that just appeared. Yeah, I'm trying to not stay near the edge, that's for sure. No, Rio de Janeiro is definitely not. Is it Jakarta? It'd be nice if baddies changed the choices. I'm noticing that. I wish I knew. I'm almost just going to pick one because what do I have to lose at this point? Oh, that's interesting. So I guess I was right. It wasn't Jakarta. Yeah, some of Africa's north of the equator. I suspect I was probably not realizing one of those was north of the equator. Deserts. All right. Gobi Desert. Great Sandy Desert. Arabian Desert. Sahara Desert. Arabian. Um, Sahara. Um, go Arabian. Oh, there we go. Ah! I was trying to get the baddie, you game. Yeah. Wait, a baddie ate a baddie? Okay, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't think it's not Kentucky, Joe. I know there are some deserts in Kentucky as food deserts, but I somehow think this game is not going for that. Kalahar. Oh, there we go. There's Great Sandy. Okay, one of these is a desert up. There's Gobi Desert now. Hara. I was kind of wondering that one. Oh, apparently that is. Um, Sonoran? Yeah, that must be the other one I was. Oh, yeah, yes. Kalahari? There we go. What the? Oh, Congo's not a desert. San Francisco's not a desert. Munich, Trinidad, Stockholm, Philippines. Okay. Which is the one I'm overlooking? I thought the Congo was a jungle. Yeah, Congo's a jungle. Is it far? Oh, there we go. Oh, Congo is a jungle. Okay. No. Oh, Congo is a jungle. Ah, I got mixed up. Actually, I think I did better at geography than I thought I would. I got to level 4. All right, let's do music. I think I might be good at music. I should probably also set the difficulty down. All right, woodwind or reed instruments. All right, contrabassoon. Ooh, English horn is not going to be it. Soprano saxophone. Let's see, not piccolo, definitely not that. Saxophone, soprano saxophone, clarinet. Let's see here. Oh, where's the saxophone that I'm missing? Flute is woodwind. Oh, you're right. It is a woodwind, even though it doesn't have a reed. All right, so that means a piccolo is. That's right. Um, but I think an English horn is brass. Now, French horn, though, I believe is woodwind. Then again, now I'm doubting that I. Actually, you're right. I think you're right, Sadmac. They may both be brass. Dulcimer. Oh, there we go. There's a saxophone now. Okay, not that. Celesta. Flageolet. I don't know what that is. Crumhorn. Celesta's percussion. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought it was. All right. Definitely not synthesizer. Oh, would you please change that to something else? Bell Lyra. No. Not this Balalika, is it? Because I don't know what that is. Yeah, Lyra's string. Mellophone's percussion. Dulcimer's string. Definitely not a drum. Balalika. Okay, just says that one's string. Flageolet. I don't know what that one is. Definitely know it's not the mellophone because that's percussion. Steel drum's percussion. Apparently that is it. Even though I'm not sure what it is still. Musical terms. All right. Movement. Major. Major. Arpeggio. Key. Tenor. Pitch. Fugue. Sonata. Howl. Ah! Oops, I accidentally double clicked. Octave. Whoop. Let's see here. Trio? Oh. Alright, where's the one? Okay. Surely it's not trio. Diphtheria? Oh, concerto. There we go. Concerto. Tempo. Arpeggio. Yep. Trio. I'm going to have to go for that one. Nope, that's not it. Okay, that's a disease. Rub Presto. Must be. Okay, that's not it. Okay, I thought I'd be good at musical terms, but apparently I'm not. Yeah, concerto. I don't see concerto. Top rock pop acts of the 1950s. All right, Nat King Cole. I think I definitely. Uh. Um. Chuck Berry. Oh, there we go. Elvis Presley. That's definitely one. Pat Boone and Patty Page. Okay. Donna Summer. Nope, wasn't Donna Summer. Pat Cook. Not that Dave Clark 5, is it? Nope. I wasn't born in the 1950s. Everly Brothers. All right, let's try the challenge. And I'm going to bump it down. Countries. All right. Grenada, Japan, Soviet Union, Nicaragua, Mongolia, Tasmania. I sure thought Tasmania was a country. All right. Mongolia, Taipei. Ah, that's a city. I knew that. Japan, Nicaragua, Tanzania, Cambodia, Venezuela, Guatemala. Tanzania is a state in Australia. Animals with hooves. Oh, no, not this one. All right. Giraffe, deer, bighorn, muskox, giraffe, yak, llama, horse, yak, wildebeest, wild boar, deer, llama, power up, bye bye baddie. All right, there we go. Ocelot? It's just it's. Okay, it's an ocelot. What I, oh, there we go. How? Oh no, my power up. Nope, not an ocelot. Okay, which one am I overlooking? Not a horned lizard, right? It's not rhinoceros. It's not praying mantis. Not mosquito. Ah, but pig is one. That's got a hoof. Loon's a bird. Ah, there we go. Bighorn. I must have to get. It must. You have to get so many right. Must be the point of this because I have praying mantis. I don't think that's got a hoof. I thought the point of munchers was you had to get all the right ones on the screen. But it seems like you have to get so many before it lets you go. Because none of these have hooves. Yeah, I'm pretty sure insects don't have hooves too. Maybe I should read the instructions, but yeah, none of those have hooves. So I must be waiting for it to give me another answer or two. Because it must be you have to get so many to continue. There we go. Now that one's got a hoof. Sheep and warthog and a llama. But maybe it's just I don't know the rules of this game. You gotta get so many. That'll probably be one as no peacock. Nope. All right. Please wait while we wait. So now I figured out that yeah, apparently just because it doesn't let you continue doesn't mean that there's a right answer still on the screen. Jesse says I had front row tickets to Sticks once. Fun times. All right. I bet that's one as soon as the no. All right. Now will you give me Bighorn? There we go. See? There we go. And yet again I wait. All right. Let me just look at the instructions. Okay. Okay. You get 20 correct items in a row, you get the transformation cell. Super Muncher can also has the power to use answer vision. If you have a Super Muncher and press the V key, and all the wrong answers will disappear. Super Muncher keeps its powers as long as you continue to munch correct items at a fast rate. Okay, that's good to know. There's the cast of characters. All right. Game squares with small markers are safe zones. Munchers can enter them, but Troggles cannot. Okay. Oh, so actually, yes, I thought I would road. I think this is the game's way of telling me to just give up. Here we go. All right, maybe we'll get some correct answers now. Well, tiger's not it. Muskox. All right. Oh, there we go. Finally. Percussion instruments. All right. Triangle, gong, triangle, steel drum, gong, tambourine, snare drum, steel drum, chimes, cymbals, chimes, steel drum. Went the wrong way. All right, well, we'll give the challenge one more try. All right. We'll do advanced. I think I did a little better on advanced. Some of these are quite animals with hooves. All right. I think we got this one. Wildebeest. Deer. Deer. Warthog. All right. Definitely want to stay away from that guy. There we go. Deer. Hmm. No. True. No. Flounder. Flounder's not it. Let's see. Grouse is a bird. Swan's a bird. Dolphin's a mammal. Gray whale's a mammal. Hippopotamus is a mammal. Fence lizard's a lizard. Snail is a snail. Bison. There we go. Bison. Moth, bear, flounder. Snail, gray whale, prairie dog. Moth. Oh, there we go. Llama. U.S. Supreme Court justices. Great. Scalia. Um. Oh, there we go. Rehnquist. I definitely know Rehnquist was. Uh, yeah, good luck. That's yeah, thank you. Um, Scalia. Some of these names look familiar, but that's probably because there was some other famous person. Like, hmm. Be nice if I give you like a hint or something. Yeah, Hank Aaron's definitely not one. Supreme Court Justice Neil Armstrong. Yeah, Douglas. I was thinking Douglas was one for some reason, but it must be a different Douglas because that was wrong. Warren Harding looks right too, but no. William O. Douglas. I was there. We go. Yep, William O. Douglas was one. Harding was a president. Yeah. Um. Yeah, that's why it sounded for me. Wait a minute. Thurgood Marshall. Rehnquist. Oh, there we go. Wait a minute. Warren? No. Wasn't Van Buren a not a judge? I'm trying to think. Was it Treasury? PC Field. Nope, that's not here. Yeah, Judge Henry Fonda. Yeah, right. Um, wait a minute. Brennan? There we go. Blackman? Yeah. Martin Van Buren was president. Okay. That's why it didn't sound right when I said Treasury. Maybe he appointed someone to the Treasury. Maybe that's why I was thinking Van Buren and Treasury. um, Douglas. There we go. Okay, I'm sure someone will be um giving me grief in the ah. Just as that said, one of the presidents was also a justice. That makes it even harder now. Okay, which president? Rutledge. Rutledge. Good call, Sloopy. It was Rutledge. Okay, I know. Wait a minute. Did we discover that black was a no? Wasn't Rutledge was a chief justice? Yeah, I think you're right. That does sound familiar. Okay, I know one of these is probably a justice, and overlooking them. I don't know why John Jay keeps Sam Houston. Nope, that's not it. Wait a minute. Did we already decide? Yeah, there we go. Ethan Allen. Wasn't Ethan Allen a furniture designer? Blackman, Blackman. Earl Warren? No. Some of these people might have made a better justice, but Neil Armstrong for Justice of the Moon. There we go. I'm gonna go for it. John Jay. That's the one that was staring me in the face. Was it Earl Warren? Is it? Or are we waiting for it to replace another one? And uh, yeah, it's not Walt Whitman. I don't think it's Faulkner. I know it's not Ethan Allen. Sam Houston. I don't think it's it. Byron White. Earl Warren. Okay, that was close. Okay, that's probably most certainly going to be one. No! Andrew Jackson. No, that was just a president. John Rutledge. I don't know. Byron White sounds. Yeah. Okay, that was the one that was staring me in the face. Arthropods. Great. Um. Arthropods. Is that going to be scorpion, ant, upgrade? Oh, there we go. Wasp, 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 scorpion, ant. we go. Whoop. I guess I didn't go fast enough. Oh, snout beetle. There's one. La cucaracha, yeah. Oh, there we go. Mosquito. And a gnat. And oh, was grill one? Oh, maybe that won't be krill after it leaves. Oh, krill was one. Okay, it was krill. Which a disguised struggle has the map? Which one is it? Now this is a pretty fun game here, if you know the answers. Oh boy, this one's gonna be hard. I think that one's bashful. Units of measure. All right, we have the foot, we have the kilogram, we have the meter, we have the pound, we have mile, tablespoon, pound, metric ton, kilogram, yard, meter, pint, liter. Get away from the truggle. We have liter. Wow! Crustaceans! Oh, there we go. All right, we have crab, shrimp, lobster, shrimp, lobster, shrimp, crab, shrimp, shrimp, crayfish, lobster, shrimp, um, oh, yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. And I'm still a super muncher. In the cat family. All right, we have a cougar, 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 tiger, cheetah, snow leopard, tiger, jaguar, cat, snow leopard, tiger, cheetah, snow leopard. Why do I feel like I'm saying macOS releases? Find the key. Next, a super muncher needs the key to the Mad Doctor's lab. A Troggle is about to hide the key. Where will the Troggle hide the key? What's in their mouth? It's in the crate. Oh, yay! Yeah, sounded like I was listing OSX versions. And I'm still a super muncher. Continents: Antarctica, Europe, Antarctica, Africa. Oh, I know I was going fast enough, you silly game. Australia, Antarctica, Europe, South America, Europe, Australia, Antarctica, Antarctica. Yeah. Birds. Ah, bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Seagull, parrot, wren, seagull, thrush, dodo, raven, dodo, stork, um, upgrade. Oh, I used swallow, hummingbird, parrot. I thought it would at least be smart enough not to like run straight into the condor. Roadrunner. Condor. Seagull. Woo! Noted authors: T.S. Eliot, Harriet Beestow, uh, Thoreau, oh, John Steinbeck, Edgar Allan Poe, Eli. Nah, Eli Whitney was not an author. It was an inventor. Ah, wow. Okay, Super Munchers. That was pretty fun. Oh, look at that score, 2640. All right, I think that's enough of Super Munchers. That was really fun, Jeremy. All right, I think here's here's looking at you, kid. Yeah. All right. Now that I have probably invited plenty of channel engagement for all those wrong answers, um, let's maybe take this Power Mac apart and see what. Oh, I just realized I should probably do. I should probably test at least one more thing before I bother taking this apart. All right, one more. I realized I should probably test the CD-ROM drive. I will not test the floppy drive because there's like probably no way the floppy drive's going to just work. It probably needs cleaned. But I do have a CD around here somewhere. Let's see if let's double check the CD-ROM drive works. Then I'll take parts out. Well, I thought I had a CD-ROM around here. Got an instant box behind me. Ah, that's funny. I thought I had a Mac bin. All right, let me go find my Mac bin. All right, here we go. Now we're both in the same pile. All right. Launcher. Yeah, close launcher. All right. Let's see if the CD-ROM drive works. It does eject, and it injected on its own. Oh, maybe because it bumped into something when it finished ejecting. Okay, it must have bumped into something. Okay, it's making. there we go. All right, CompuServe disk works. Bonus files. Oh, don't need any of those. All right. Let me try this other disk because I can actually try running a program from it. All right. Passes the CompuServe test. Now that's MacBench 4. I have to say, this eBay purchase is seeming less regretful than when I bought it because I was kind of almost sure I'd discover that the problem I was having was the adapters. Turns out maybe I needed a new logic board. All right. I think to install MacBench, I think we just simply do this. This would be a good computer for Speed Doubler now that I think about it. Because I think Speed Doubler has a improved copy routine, among other things. Although this piece of lint was in this Mac, so maybe slight regrets. Excellent. The optical drive works. Oh, I need more RAM to run MacBench. Okay. Well, more importantly, the CD-ROM drive does appear to be working, so I could, assuming I don't need it to fix my Performa 6118CD, I can use it to recoup a little bit of my expense. All right. Okay. Now, let's take this apart. And let's see how bad the broken plastic might be. So at the moment, my regret score for this computer is, well, I have to say it's kind of not really regretting the purchase if I had to give it a score, because turns out I needed more parts from it than I thought I did. So I wasn't really looking for an AV card, but I was looking for the right angle adapter. So I'll probably recoup some expense by selling the AV card, which is in good shape. Hi, Apple's Anonymous. Welcome. I got the right angle adapter. All right, logic board. Ooh, logic board is dusty. Dusty, dusty. All right. Ah, Apple's Anonymous tried to find a DOS card for you. Found at 820-0728A. Well, you'll have to forgive me. That part number is not quite. I don't have the part numbers for the DOS cards memorized right offhand. Oh, okay. I found little info on it other than it slots into a Power Mac 7200 DOS compatible. Okay, and I don't believe that's the right DOS card for this computer. If I was going to, well, actually, this is not the computer. This is the Power Mac I bought on eBay to for parts. I think maybe it fits in that right angle adapter. Well, it's the other problem is though. Well, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Some of the DOS cards they might fit, but it would lead to an interesting quandary because then I would have to choose between faster video and DOS compatibility. That would be an interesting choice. I know I was watching. I think what was the actual DOS card that shipped with the 7100 series on eBay, but someone bought it before I could, which isn't surprising because I wasn't going to let myself buy it until payday, and well, so therefore, uh, it was probably a foregone conclusion. Someone was going to beat me to it. Because yes, I think eBay is has I think eBay is letting me know they miss me because they keep really hammering in the fact that I have watched items that are ending soon, and they seem to be reminding me more than ever because I guess they have noticed I haven't bought anything in the month of June yet. Found this card, amongst others, on a box labeled Power Mac 6100 logic boards plus DOS cards. Not in a box, not, oh, in a box, not on a box. I'll go check and see what, I'd have to go look up what the part number of the DOS, Apple had several DOS cards, and I I don't know right offhand which one that one is right offhand. Let's see here. That's interesting. All right. Well, there's an eBay auction. It's listing that card, and it says it's a 7-inch PCI card. Well, that's not right. I don't think that's it. All right. I'm trying to do a quick search. Oh, wait. Oh, that card actually might be for a 7200. Does the 7200 have PCI slots? Oh, hi Bruce. Welcome. No, the hot dogs are it's the nickname I gave my Performa 6118CD because the video is yellow and red. Okay, then that DOS compatibility card I believe is for a 7200 um because the 6100 series does not have PCI slots. So that may not be the right card. That right angle adapter is not a PCI adapter. Can't find any on eBay, and it's the 7-inch card, not the 12-inch card. Jesse says eBay was trying really hard to have me overpay for a processor for cheap PC challenge. Yeah, I keep looking for cheap PC challenge parts on eBay, and I haven't found anything yet that meets my criteria of I'll buy it for the cheap PC challenge. So I'm intending to try to do it. Do I have a Power Mac 7200? Oh, you're asking Bruce if he has one. I do not have a 7200. I think I owned one back in the day. I don't remember exactly which model I had, but I do remember it had PCI slots, so I think it might have been a 7200. I know it was in the 7000 series of Power Macs. I'm pretty sure it had PCI slots. I sure thought back in the day I remember putting like a G3 upgrade in it before I then decided to just buy a G3 or a G4. Well, I did not mean to break that plastic, but bump, bump, bump. Another one bites the dust. This spindler plastic is awful. I also do not know why I'm having so much trouble removing the shields for the floppy drives on these computers. So, mind you, if I ever do get a 7200 or 7300 or 70 something or other, if I can ever remember what I actually had, I'm not going to put a G3 card in it. Because I think I distinctly remember getting the Power Mac G3 desktop not long after getting that G3 upgrade for the 7200 or 7300 or whichever one I had. It was like the point of time where those computers were like really cheap on eBay, like all of them, even the like G3 desktop was relatively cheap. I mean we're not talking like $10-$20, but relatively cheap because everyone wanted like the G4s, and I don't think the G5 was out, but it was kind of the time where everyone that really used them was upgrading to G4s, so the like beige G3s were going relatively cheap. I mean, after I think I had the beige G3, and I think I had one. I kind of remember having one, even if it was brief, or maybe it was actually the G3 beige tower I had. I kind of remember having one or the other, but I didn't have it long because then at some point I just broke down and I bought that. That's like about the time where I just broke down and bought a FireWire 800. That was my like first brand new Mac. So that would have been in 2003. I bought a FireWire 800 brand new. That would have been the first brand new Mac I ever bought. And that was an awesome computer. In fact, I probably used G4s longer than you might realize. Probably longer than I realize. Because I was not a fan of some of the early Intel Macs. Although, I'm not giving away my Mac Pro that I got this past weekend now. If I can get it to boot, I'm going to keep it for now. All right. This floppy drive just does not want to come out. I am having trouble getting the shield off of it. I don't know if the shield is like ah. Honestly, I was not trying to break the plastic, but I broke the plastic. Okay, why can I not get this shield off of the floppy drive? All right, at this point, I might as well. At this point, as much of the plastic as I've broken on the floppy drive retention mechanism, at this point, I might have to break plastic because I broke it in a really awkward spot. There we go. Got it. Oh, that shield is like. Oh, there we go. Oh, that floppy drive. Oh, that's going to need cleaned. Okay. That floppy drive will need cleaned before I test it. All right, there's the floppy cable. Oh. Let me see if I can get the power supply out. Supposedly. Oh, there we go. I found the service guide for these computers. And now I know the trick. You slide it forward slightly, and then you can lift up. There we go. So the fan in this power supply needs to be cleaned because it was making grindy noises. And this power supply is actually quite warm. I don't smell fish though, so this one has a Dynacomp. All right, come on. Oh, let me get this logic board out, and then I'm going to clean it. And then I think it's probably just going to put it in my Performa case because my Performa case I think is actually made out of standard ABS. This case has ABS FR stamped on it, which is why it's breaking. My other Performa case, at least the lid on it is just marked ABS, so it's holding together. It's not to say it won't eventually get brittle too, but we'll just say that of the parts that I might sell to recoup my costs because I only really wanted the certain parts of it. I knew this case was falling apart. The case is probably not one of the parts I'm going to sell because it's falling apart. I may I may find a different way to put it to use. All right, there we go. Logic board is out. Don't worry, this little capacitor's on the Apple II logic board that I was working on last time. Oh, I did order capacitors from Mauser on Friday. So I believe UPS is telling me tomorrow is when they should be delivered. So if that's the if they actually do go out for delivery tomorrow, then Thursday's live stream might be taking a closer look at that Apple II clone board I got recently. The one that had tantalum caps where there's normally ceramics. The one that has a Schwartz on the 12-volt rail. Yeah. I ordered the proper ceramic caps for that board, so I mean, I think I've got some around here somewhere, but it was just easier to order some more than risk it. Plus, I ordered caps that are the same color, so the board will still look the same. It'll just have the correct value of cap on it. So this is an anti-static brush I'm using. I'm just trying to kind of clean some of this dust off the board because I want to take a closer look at the caps. I think this board needs recapped because I was hearing noises come out of the speaker when doing certain operations, and I don't think that's normal. So all right, let's take a closer look at this board. That cap doesn't look leaky. And those three don't look leaky. That one doesn't. I don't think that one looks leaky. That one, I think that's just the color of those traces there. Yeah, that one looks fine. Those are the sound, that's the sound circuit. Well, they don't look like they're leaking, but that's not to say that they haven't like lost their value. Yeah, I'm not seeing a sheen on the board that screams leaking capacitor. Oh, there's some dust in that spot. All right. Probably what I should do now that I've dusted it. Then pull the ROM sim out. And I'll all right, a little deoxit there. Okay, there's that. The little dusting. There we go. I think that board is probably good enough to put in the Performa case. And the thing is, I don't think anyone will ever notice because the all the boards have the just alt ID of 75 that are the 60 megahertz ones. So no one will ever know the difference except me, but that's fine. I don't know what's wrong with the board that's in the Performa. Although, I guess there is one thing I have now. I have an HDI 45 connector to. So this is the working one. I'm wondering if one of the pins in the other connectors probably. I'm wondering if we're going to find one that's like really, really bent. Probably two. Okay, so I guess that's what a good one looks like. All right, let me go get the Performa and we'll start to put it back together with some of these good parts. Of course, while I do this, I'm going to have to admit that I almost bought a different 6100 that had a cache card that looked funny, but luckily I didn't because turns out I think it was just a 256K cache module that had large, physically large looking chips. So I'm glad, which actually then let me find this one to buy it. Well, the one we just had on the bench. All right. So there's our 500 megabyte hard drive, which as soon as I can get an initiator mode Blue Scuzzy, I'll try to use that to read it, although I'm not holding out much hope. Ah, all right. This is our Performa logic board. Okay, that's my good battery. Get the all right. We'll take a look at the Performa logic board here in a moment. All right. So the Performa's logic board, which I know it's the Performa's because it's got flux on the underside of the HDI 45 connector. And well, nothing that obviously. I mean, at first glance, nothing looks borked. All right. Well, there's one way I can do this because remember, there's flux on the bottom of the Performa board that I reflowed, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to get these two mixed up. So the one on the top is the Performa board, and the one on the bottom is the 6100 board. And I guess it does look like some of the Performa's pins are maybe spread out. Like some of these here, I can only see like it looks like these are spread out just a little further. So I guess maybe the connector is borked. All right. Well, I will probably deal with it accordingly. This is kind of one of those times where I think I'm just going to put, I think this might be the case where I'm going to keep the working board for sure. Because if I were to, for example, get a DOS card, then I'll need to have working onboard video. So is it fixed yet? Well, we are getting there. So this motherboard that I'm putting in the Performance case is the one that was in the 6160 AV. I think I've pretty much figured out that it's the HDI 45 connector on the Performa logic board that's the problem. Oh, and you can't see what I'm doing. Because if I were to ever get a DOS card for this, then I'll need to be able to use the onboard video. Because you can't use the DOS card and the separate video card. Although at the moment, probably won't do that, but who knows? I might run into one of those DOS cards someday. Won't say won't say it's a never thing. It's just a not at this immediate moment thing. All right. Now I got to remember which screwdriver fits that. onto the floor. All right, I'm trying to pick it up without getting up out of my chair because that generates static electricity, and I failed at that. All right, there we go. There we go. There's that. And that. Now the logic board is in. All right. So I am going to keep the original power supply in this case. Because the one that's in the 6100 needs a new fan. So I'm going, well, plus. Jack says, I'm impressed that so much of the plastic is in one piece. Oh, well, if I told you that it was ABS plastic and not ABS FR, would that, well, that probably would explain why it's in one piece. All right. Yeah, the Performa's case was ABS. This Power Mac 6100 that is falling apart, ABS FR. Well, in the Performa, definitely want to keep my memory upgrade. Yeah, Garth has said that it's the ABS FR that's more fragile. Yeah, so I think my Performa is actually not the super brittle plastic. Now it is. Now I think the drive carrier might be ABS FR because I did manage to break a little piece of it. But yeah, that Power Mac 6100 I bought on eBay was like super brittle. My Performa, not so much. So that's why I'm using the parts I need from the 6100 to fix the Performa because the Performa's case is so much better shape. Yeah, FR for fragile. Yeah, FR for fire resistant too. Yeah, the fire retardants make it fragile. Yeah, so I'm favoring the. Oh, that's the cruddy, dirty floppy drive. No, that's the. Oh, no, that's the one that came out of the 7100. So this is. Right, I should probably. All right, so put the CD-ROM drive back in this computer. Thinking maybe I'll just take this floppy drive. I'll open the cover real quick and give it a real quick clean. So this is the floppy drive from the Performa. Yeah, because the Performa had a Mitsubishi. Yeah, that's right. Because I remember thinking that the drives in my Performa were all Japanese. Because there we go, Japanese, Japanese. Oh, but the 6100 had a Sony drive, which is Japanese. Yeah, the Performa had the Mitsubishi in it. I know for sure because I remember seeing the Mitsubishi floppy drive in it. So, but anyways, we'll go and route that. So for now, until well, for lack of a better place to put it, well, actually, okay. So I'm not gonna put. Well, I'm not gonna. Or maybe I can put this in. So I bought the 6100 because it had the right angle adapter bracket. So Garth's gonna send me the video card I actually want to use. So I'm not gonna put that in right away. Let's give this floppy drive a quick clean before I put it in. The CD-ROM drive will actually power up and make sure it's working, but I want to give that floppy drive a clean because it looks pretty dusty inside. The CD-ROM drive, yeah, I like the auto inject drives too. They sound cooler. They are cooler. I mean, sure, it was a extravagance compared to PCs because injecting floppy disks is just so hard. But the disc just goes in with a nice kerchunk. Oh, all right. There we. That's. Oh, okay. This Performa's actually not. The Performance floppy drive's not too bad. Okay, so there is just like a little dust up front. Oh, that's the spring. Okay, that spring's supposed to be there. Oh, yeah. This floppy drive's not really that bad at all. I'll blow it out with some air and then clean the floppy heads. Oops. Oh, I accidentally muted myself. Sorry about that. Or rather, I purposely muted myself when I dusted the floppy drive, but apparently I didn't realize that I had failed to unmute myself. I think that's probably more accurately the cause. It wasn't I forgot to mute, or I accidentally muted, I accidentally failed to unmute. So hopefully now you can actually hear me and there's no audio issues because I can definitely see I have audio now. Hopefully I wasn't muted for like too terribly long. All right. Basically, I just kind of cleaned that, added a bit new lubrication because it was a bit. Uh, I don't think I said anything interesting. I was just basically cleaned the floppy drive heads and the lubricated the stepper. The floppy drive was actually relatively clean, so it didn't need much at all. All right, okay, let's put this. Oh, first I was going to try inserting and putting a disc in and out. Make sure it seems smooth. All right, well that seemed fine. Okay, it would appear as if it is operating properly for a manual inject floppy drive. We'll actually try to format a disk when we boot the computer. All right. So, Performa. So here we go. It's the Performa. Although this is the logic board from the Power Mac 6100, because the Performa's case is in way better shape. So that's why I will keep this as a Performa instead of making it a Power Mac. Because the Performa's only said Macintosh on the front, but the 6100 said Power Macintosh. So I think now that I've seen a 6100, I can now say for certainty that mine was a Performa because it would have said, I mean, it would have said Power Mac if it was a 6100. All right, there we go. There's the CD-ROM drive, floppy drive. I plugged the floppy drive in. I did remember to plug the floppy cable on the logic board. If I didn't, I will find out sooner rather than later. So I believe the SCSI cable should go like this. And plugs in here. I need the audio cable. I believe audio cable goes see here. That one, that side kind of seems like it wants to go here. After all, if we have CD audio with an audio CD or a data CD with an audio track, we do want the audio to be heard. All right. Oh, let me just leave that like that. All right. So we've got a floppy drive. Head's cleaned. Stepper motor lubricated. We got the CD-ROM drive that I have not tested this CD-ROM drive. So we will do that tonight. See here, I am going to use the HDI 45 adapter for the first power on, because this is the logic board that I got from eBay, and there shouldn't be any reason why this adapter won't work this time around, because I've done nothing to cause it harm. All right, let me put the battery in so that this Mac just powers up normally the first time, and I'll bother to set the clock. Okay. There's that. Oh, and let me plug in a Blue SCSI. All right, so there we go. Keyboard, monitor, power, Blue SCSI. And should get a video image. May take it a moment. There we go. No, let me see if I can maybe. There we go. That's better. I can try to keep the aspect ratio. And minimize what's blocked by all the. There we go. Oh, I have not set the date. All right. Well, I will bother to set a date. There we go. All right. About this Macintosh. So, Power Macintosh, we have 72 megabytes of memory. Excellent. Should definitely fax something, if only I could. Let's set a date and time. It is 6/4/99, because I don't have the 2006 11/32 something. All right, that's close enough. At least it's a later date. All right. So, floppy disk. I do not know if this floppy disk works. Oh, what do you know? It's an untitled disk. I should have known. Let me erase disk. Untitled. All right. Let's make sure it erases. I definitely like the auto inject drives formatting sounds. These manual inject ones sound cheaper, but it's working. Yep, we go from tick, 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 tick to tick, 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 tick. Oh, are there bad sectors on that disc? Okay, it's quite possible there were bad sectors on the disc. It did say there was 1K on the disc, and I had no files on it, so it's also possible the disc went bad. I think the updating disk process marks off bad sectors. It might also. There we go. Looks like there were some bad sectors. Notice how our space available just went down by 9K. Could be a bad track on the disc. I suspect when it formats the disk and then it verifies that it's reading back the tracks, and I guess if it finds something it doesn't like, then it does the updating disk. Where it seems like it is doing a more deliberate test of the disk. Okay, floppy drive probably works. 10K on disk. I mean, I can't say that there wasn't something wrong with this floppy disk. Okay, the drive does eject though. Okay, I would say that's probably nothing to worry about. All right, let's try the CD-ROM drive. We'll go straight to Macbench. Because now I've got enough RAM in this computer, I should be able to run Macbench. And being a PowerPC computer, Macbench will probably run in a reasonable amount of time. There we go. Scroll to the end to enable the agree button. All right, agree. Register your copy of Macbench. Oh, yeah, that's funny. So Macbench is going to compare the current system with a Power Macintosh 6160. But let's do the run the run the main tests. Probably a good test to make sure everything's working right. Selected hard disk needs more free space. Oh, okay. So hard disk has 92.1 megabytes available. Software has 186.7 megabytes available. That's weird. Uh, Probably a drive that's larger than Macbench was designed to handle. All right, let's see here. Preferences. Let me see if I can change which disk it wants to use. Nope. System info. All right. Disk. Oh, let's just run the processor tests. Okay, here we go. There. That's the way we'll fix this. We'll just not run the disk test. There we go. Interesting. Current system 93%. Power Macintosh 6160 100%. That is very interesting. I would think the two would run similarly, unless it's a different version of the operating system. That could explain it. Maybe Macbench ran it under the version of the operating system it shipped with, which was, I think, 7.1 something, and this is 7.5. Okay, that might explain the difference. Because I did see in its reference system, the reference system did not have L2 cache or an L2 cache module installed. So I don't think that's the difference. Okay, that's much closer. 98 to 100%. All right, let's run the graphics tests. Warning, there might be flashing graphics. I wonder if it's actually running ClarisWorks here, or if it's just like replaying the quick draw commands. It's like just replaying quick draw commands that would have been used to show those graphics on screen. I don't know. It launched awfully fast for it to have actually been ClarisWorks. Yeah, and I doubt that's actually running Excel. I think I've got my answer. Probably just replaying a. Probably what the script is. It's probably some script that's replaying graphics commands. I guess that's one way to get a slightly better estimate of graphics performance to actually do some real world graphics operations. Although, I guess from what I can say, it does seem as if I am probably going to have to rename my Performa now because I fixed the hot dog stand part of it. Oh no, and I actually realized I got sidetracked. I was actually, if I had time, I was going to actually download a. There was a game on Macintosh Garden that hot dog. Um, Actually, maybe the game was called Hot Dog Stand, where you run a hot dog stand. But oh no, it's like quarter till 12. I don't have time to put it on here. Yeah, I'll have to. Guess I'm going to have to change its nickname. It obviously is not deserving of the name Hot Dog Stand anymore because it was that HDI 45 port, which I should have probably figured that was the problem. Well, guess some lucky customer on eBay will get a logic board that needs a new HDI 45 port, and maybe that'll help them get their 6100 up and running faster. Maybe they got a board that their HDI 45 port's fine, but something else is damaged. So, yeah, so I guess it looks like to recoup some of what I spent on an entire computer when I needed just parts of it. I guess the CD-ROM drive, the floppy drive, the power supply, the AV card, and the old logic board are probably going to help recoup some costs. Although the logic board, not so much. I'll have to sell it as parts. Unless I take the risk of and try to find another HDI 45 port and replace it. But I think, yeah, AV card, probably get about $40 for that. Floppy drive, I may just hold on to in case I need another floppy drive because I don't know that I'll get enough out of that to make it worth selling a floppy drive. Okay, I may keep the floppy drive. CD-ROM drive might actually be worth it, and the power supply probably. I don't know. Maybe I'll recoup half, which actually would be about what I wanted to recoup. I can recoup half the cost, because this right angle bracket probably would have cost me about $70 on its own because of how hard they are to find, despite the fact that it appears to be a PCB with a connector and no other components on it. So, quite honestly, I was kind of, if I found the right angle adapter, expecting to pay about $70 for it. So I guess if I can get $70 out of spare parts towards the $140 I paid for the computer, then I think I'll be I think I'll be in it for about what I would have rather spent. So maybe the CD-ROM drive, the power supply, and the AV card will get me the $70 that I was hoping to get back out of it. I'll probably keep this floppy drive as a spare part. It's because I'd have to clean it to sell it, and I might just hold on to it because inevitably I'll get a Mac with a manual inject floppy drive, and then I'll wish I had a spare floppy drive. So I'll probably keep that as a spare part. Now, as for the case of the 6100, it's falling apart. I mean, I'll hold on to it. Maybe there's a few parts. Some of the drive bay bezels might help get my $70 back out of this. 'Cause they're not broken yet, at least. But yeah, the case was broken. I knew the case was broken when I bought it on eBay, so I knew this wasn't a. I'm going to buy the computer. I'm going to take the right angle adapter out, and then I'm going to sell the computer because I knew the case was broken, and I pretty much figured it's probably going to break more. So that's why I wasn't. That's why my idea was to sell parts and not take the adapter out and then sell the rest of the computer. Because quite honestly, as much as it broke on it while I was working on it, it'd break more in transit. So I'm not going to try. Yeah, I guess I got a CD hard drive bracket. Anyways, I'm glad to actually have the Performa 6118CD running, and the graphics look great. So yeah, I think that's a good place to stop. So, anyways, I'll thank Garth in advance. He's got a high performance video card for me. It doesn't have the VRAM sims on it, but I think I can handle that part of it. I might even have some VRAM sims on hand if I really look. Maybe not enough, but some at least. And hoping the high performance video card will actually give me the graphics performance that I would rather have than the onboard video. Now, the thing is, the way the video is on this computer, the high performance video card, from what I've read, it doesn't have any quick draw acceleration. I think it's basically a RAM based video as well. The reason why it's high performance is because it's not using system DRAM. It uses its own VRAM buffer that's on the board, and it's a 64-bit card. So I believe the computer it can actually do 64-bit transfers. I mean, I think the onboard logic board graphics is also 64-bit, but it's sharing DRAM. So it gets its high performance by the fact that it's got its own local DRAM buffer instead of sharing system memory. The thing about the AV card, as to why the AV card is probably slower than the onboard video, is because there is DRAM on this card as well. But again, this card's video capabilities are also, it's a RAM based video using the onboard video, but it's only 32 bits. And I suspect that limitation is probably due to the AV capabilities. I suspect this is a 32-bit AV card. And quite possibly the input output might be 30. In fact, this might have some silly system like some of the Performas where the video capture side may be one 32-bit half and the video is the other. But I do know, I think the Apple technical documents even say it, that this is a 32-bit video. The high performance video is actually a 64-bit video. So I'm thinking the high performance video card will give me the performance I want, because if I'm not going to do video capture on this computer. I want this computer for what it is, a early power PC computer. I mean, and it's a pizza box format. I mean, I like the LC pizza boxes, and this is still a pizza box format. I mean, larger than the LC pizza boxes, but it's a pizza box. They're cool. It's in good shape. So I'm just going to enjoy this for what it is. It's a 601. I know some people are kind of meh about the 601s. I mean, they didn't have L2 cache. They didn't come with L2 cache. I am going to get an L2 cache module for it, just because it'll help performance a lot. But for now, there's still a lot I could do with it. I mean, early Power PC games, had some fun with Super Munchers. Even if I don't think that's a Power PC specific title, but yeah, it'll be a cool system. It's in good shape. At least the Performa. The Power Mac 6100, I can tell, I think it was a newer computer date wise because it had the fire resistant plastic. I think that's about where I'm going to draw the stream to a close tonight. I guess I can't say that I regret buying the 6100 on eBay, because it looks like the parts came in handy. I was probably going to need the parts anyways. And I have to say, I had looked on eBay at 6100 logic boards. I even was watching like some 7100 and 8100 logic boards for various reasons, even though they wouldn't fit in the case. Because I noticed some sellers included cards like the high performance video card with their 7100 logic board, and there was a cache module on it. I guess I'm glad I went with this one, because some of the 6100 boards I was watching, just logic boards, they had a lot of rust on them. So yeah, there was kind of some tarnish on this one, where probably was in a slightly damp environment, but nothing was overtly rusty. So of the 6100, so I thought, okay, it's probably in decent shape. No rust on the bottom, so the battery's probably intact, which that was a correct guess. Didn't see any corrosion on the ports. Like, yeah, it's probably not been stored badly. And it had the right angle adapter in it. I knew that. The only thing was there anything hiding under the right angle adapter's metal bracket that I couldn't see? So that was kind of some of the gamble, because I didn't know, did someone install an L2 cache module in it? Because you'd never see it with this on top. I knew it was an AV card in it because, I mean, the back panel, that was obvious. So it's not like I was wondering, could there be a DOS card in it? I knew it was an AV card, but was there a cache module underneath? Could there have been a G3 upgrade mounted to that metal bracket? I mean, could have been, but I figured that was unlikely. So, biggest thing was, might I have found an L2 cache module hiding underneath? Answer was no, but that's fine. So anyways, I guess smash that like button if you like to see old Macs working very nicely. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. I'm sure one of these days I will do a stream where we check out some more games. And let's see here. Yeah, leave a comment if there's like a Power PC game that's good to play on early Power PCs. I'd love to hear your suggestions. We checked out Super Munchers, and I realized that I need to study up on some of those topics so I can play Super Munchers better. Anyways, I think with that, I am going to wish everyone a great rest of your evening because it is about to strike midnight and I'm already starting to yawn. So I think it's a good time to probably go ahead and call the stream to a close so I can go to bed sooner rather than later. Thursday, if I get my Mauser order tomorrow, Thursday's live stream will be that Apple II clone board. We'll take another look at it. We'll see if we can figure out where the short is. I've got capacitors in that Mauser order to replace those tantalums. I'm pretty sure those tantalums should not be there. I'm almost convinced we're going to find at least one of them is causing the short. So if that Mauser order arrives, we'll take a look at that motherboard. It might be a motherboard stream because there were some capacitors for some other motherboards in that order as well. So maybe I'll make Thursday a motherboard stream. Anyways, have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for joining. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. Thanks for being cool. And hope to see you here next time. Take care and God bless. Computerized Start is brought to you by my awesome patrons on Patreon and by your tips and memberships on Ko-fi. These and other channel supporters make my live streams possible. You too can become a channel supporter with tiers starting at just $1. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you've liked what you've seen, subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next video or live stream. And as always, thank you for all your support. I hope to see you next time. And until then, take care.